they want to bond out. And that money will go to library building projects. The last time this was done was over 20 years ago, and it's something that needs to happen every couple of years. Buildings need refreshing, they need repair, they need renovation, they need to be rebuilt. And we have two buildings. The Carnegie Library is over 100 years old. It just celebrated its 103rd birthday this year. And then our main library was built in the 50s, and it was renovated 20 years ago. So now it's time for it to have a little bit of a refresh. We need to reimagine how we use the library, because libraries have changed. 20 years ago, we didn't have Wi-Fi and all these other technology needs. So hopefully we can get some money from that bond issue to do things to our building that will make it more modern and be able to provide better services to our public.
It's important to the viewers to realize that this is a bipartisan measure. Both Democrats and Republicans support this initiative, but you can't take it for granted. You really have to mobilize your family and your friends and people in business and labor in the community. This is important. This is about being prepared for the future.
Yeah.
Peter, and I don't know if you want to say any more about the issue. I assume there'll be information materials available as the general election approaches.
Yeah, we'll provide information. We, of course, can't advocate for whether we can't tell people how to vote on the issue.
You just want them to vote.
We just want them to vote. And if they love their library, we hope they'll vote according to their love of their library. But we'll provide information about the pros and the cons, and then what plans we have if it passes, what we'll try and do with money if we can get some of that money.
I'm pretty confident that people realize it's on the ballot. I think people respect the good work that libraries do in their communities, and will endorse this project. And hopefully you'll get the $125 million that is needed, and then have the matching grants to go with that to really bring Montclair Library, in this case, up to the standards that it should be for time in the future.
Yeah.
Is there any special projects that you're working on now that you think will enhance the Montclair Public Library in the future?
Yeah, we're working to expand our offerings of programs. We're working with the adult school and the other departments to kind of integrate more of what we do to have more of a pipeline for education. Like I said earlier, people can come and take a free class and then take in another class at the adult school. We're trying to figure out a better way to have that be a seamless transition for people, have a more logical progression for that.
Did you say a free class?
Yeah, so with some of the classes we offer at the library are free, and then most of them we offer, but then the adult school have a tuition base. So if you were going to take the basic class of how to write a resume, that would be free, but then maybe a more advanced class on some resume skills, there might be a nominal, maybe a $20 fee or whatnot. And
is the adult school self-sustaining?
It's part of the library, but that money that you pay for the courses is self-sustaining for the course fees. So that goes back into the adult school for the programs that they offer.
And who are the instructors in the adult school? Are they local residents or people who have expertise in that field?
Yeah, they're local residents who have expertise, and we pay them a nominal fee. It certainly isn't something they get rich off of. A lot of them do it at a steep discount because they appreciate the services that they're providing to the library. Yeah, but it's a lot of time to ask a professional to spend on a class, a couple nights a week for a couple months. So we pay them a little fee to make it worth their while, and to help encourage them to come back and continue to help teaching. Yeah.
Do you find young people still pursuing a career as a librarian? I mean, is there still an active interest? Are there career opportunities?
Yeah, there are. There are a lot more types of librarians than there used to be. There are a lot.
In terms of what direction?
So there's a lot more technology librarians, a lot more librarians who deal with databases or information architecture. When you search on the internet, the people who help develop the search keywords, those are often librarians. So they may not deal with public libraries, but they're employed in other types of fields.
I know actually a person from Montclair that switched her career as an attorney and became a librarian, which I found interesting.
Yeah.
As far as satisfaction was concerned.
Yeah.
I guess you get a great deal of looking at people coming through your doors, all shapes and all sizes, and trying to move them in the right direction.
Yeah, it's very rewarding.
Is important with that. With the what kind of events you have planned coming up, in the future?
Yeah, so we are going to, this week, we're going to have a solar eclipse viewing party. So we'll have the live streaming of NASA's feed of the solar eclipse, and have some activities for kids to learn how to safely look at the solar eclipse with little pinhole viewers. We have a robust number of summer reading programs that are happening. We have some children's activities that we'll be planning for the fall. And right now, actually, we are having a summer lunch program at the library to help feed children during the summer who don't get access to food. Because when school ends, those students don't have access to that
How
free
many kids
and
will
reduced
you be
lunch.
taking care of on a typical day?
So on a typical day, we have served up to 60 lunches in one day. And so we're doing that through the whole summer. And we've served almost 2,000 lunches so far. And we're going to plan on doing that over the different breaks in the school year as well. And we get that support through Tony's Kitchen, which is another local organization, and we get funding for Partners for Health to help pay for the program.
Montclair seems to have such a wide array of community organizations that you name it, it's there, and it just seems to be a lot of good community spirit in terms of trying to meet the needs of the different residents. And I'm sure you came from Texas, was it Houston you said?
Dallas.
Okay, and to come to Montclair, it's a transition of sorts with that. So it's I just want to thank you for coming on the Giblin Report. We've learned quite a bit about the Montclair Public Library. You have two locations. You want to remind us again where they're at?
Yes, so the main library on South Fullerton and the Bellevue Avenue branch on Bellevue and Upper Montclair.
A simple thing like getting a library card. How do they go about doing that?
Yeah, if you live in Montclair, just come in with proof of your address. We'll give you a library card. If you are in another community, you might already be in our system through our cooperative. Or if you have a library card from another Essex County library, we can use that at our library as well.
And then with the adult school, do they have to come in and register, or they can do it online?
They can do it online, or they can call. And that information is on our website at Montclair Library.
And that'll list all of the courses that are available for fall 17?
Yep, and we just released that this week, so the new course schedule is up.
And of course, you want to remind the viewers about the importance of the bond issue this year, about how essential that is to the continued growth of the Montclair Public Library.
Yeah, so the bond issue will be on the ballot in November, and it will give $125 million statewide for public library construction and renovation. So we encourage people to go out and vote in the election.
Well, I want to wish Peter Coyl the best as he continues his tenure at the Montclair Public Library. It has a great reputation, and you're following in the list of distinguished librarians who serve the community. And I know you mentioned the fact that 3/4 of the people have library cards. That's very unique for a community of the magnitude of Montclair. And there's always things happening at the library. It's a resource center for more ways than one, not only books, but all types of different programs that are there for your benefit. And if you have any ideas that you think can enhance the library, I know that Peter has an open mind and is willing to take your call or email or just be sympathetic to any concerns you have. So thank you for appearing on the Giblin Report. You have a website?
Yes, it's montclairlibrary.org.
And what's your main phone number, do you know?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I don't call myself so much. So.
Okay. Well, thanks again to Peter Coyl, Director of the Montclair Public Library. Remember, if you have any issues regarding current legislation or regarding matters affecting the state, you can contact me at 973-779-3125 or email me at asmgiblin at njleg.org. For additional information, go to my website at www.assemblymangiblin.com. Thanks for watching the Giblin Report. Thank you again, Peter.
Great, thank you.